Well, back to another match preview, and it is the big one. It is the Old Firm. It is Rangers against Celtic at Ibrox, and it is the first game of 2021. Brand new year. Let's play football. Yeah, and people call this a title decider. Well, I go as far as calling it a title decider. Well, put it this way: if we won it, we win this game, and we didn't win the league. I mean, let me tell you something, brother. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, because I mean that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad. I think it would personally. It would be over because the way my logic would be looking at it, right? We would look totally unstoppable, and Celtic would just look like they have been the rest of the season if we beat them. And then for them to win, they would need to replicate what we've done, and therefore we would also need to replicate what they've done in the first half. And to me, I just don't really see that happening. For the roles to reverse that severe, like yes, they could be better than us in the second half of the season, but just because you're better doesn't mean you're going to swing a 10-point gap and not lose any points yourself in that, you know. So that's why I don't personally think if we win we can lose it. I mean, obviously yes you can. It's not nowhere near mathematically done, but I think us winning this will take us one gigantic step towards the title. But in terms of this game, injuries. Jack and Arfield will not be featuring in this. They're still, I think Arfield's out for a month or so, something like that. But I know Jack definitely won't be back for this game, so it will be a similar midfield to what we've been seeing recently. Aribo, Kamara, Davis, and that's where this game's been won. The last couple of Old Firms are where we've dominated, even when we haven't won. In the middle of the park, Morelos is back. Kent always does stuff against Celtic. I think Kent hasn't really been that good recently, to be perfectly honest. But there is one guy that's been really good up front. Well, two guys actually, Hadji and Kamara Roof. Will Hadji play? I don't think Hadji will play, but I think we haven't opened them up, even though they're relatively easy to open up with Shane Duffy at the back and all. I think Hadji will be brought on, but I think you've got to start Morelos. I think the front three has to be Kent, Morelos, and Roof, because Roof's on fire. Morelos loves the game against Celtic, despite the fact he'll never score against them, and Kent always does something against them. He always loves scoring a goal against Celtic. I think the rest of the team picks itself. I mean, this, in a lot of terms as well, for Celtic is a must-win. Because, I mean, for them, I mean, the gap's 16 points. We won, it's 19, yes. But then you've got, if we win, exactly, if you win all your games in hand, you know? Like, yeah, fucking must win. They're going to have to throw the kitchen sink at it. I mean, they're probably going to play their diamond that they've been doing. A lot of talk about Turnbull and Sorrow. I mean, yeah, it's better than what their midfield was prior to them bringing those at 3M. But, I mean, Turnbull and Sorrow, the next big thing? Are they that level? To not get done in the midfield again, I guess only time will tell. But to be perfectly honest, guys, I think it's irrelevant what Celtic bring to the table. I think the only way we get beat this game is if we orchestrate it ourselves. Because I mean, I honestly, especially Ibrox, right? You got to do the logic. We don't concede. I mean, we don't even concede in general this season, right? No wonder Neil Lennon's scratching his dome. We don't concede in general, right? And Celtic are weak at the back. You put those two together. Well, hold on, we'll score. They're not really going to score. You put those two things together, and I think you see nothing else but a Rangers win. Yeah, that whole game. Oh, the form book goes out the window, big man. Well, does it? All right, maybe it does. But I mean, let's be real. I mean, in previous seasons, like when Big Pedro or Murty or someone along those fucking jobber lines has been in charge. I mean, it's not like the form books can went out the window. We were shite and we played shite and got beat. Bar the odd, I think it was 1-1. They were the dark days, man. That's more or less when I start to refuse those times, but it's brighter days right here, right now. But I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. Even though I've just talked us up that we don't concede, I think we will concede, but I think we'll also score 3. I'm going to go, I was going to say Morelos, but I've just got a feeling this guy will never break the duck. I would love him. It would be fantastic. Imagine a 90th minute winner from Morelos. I would pay hard-earned fucking cash for that. But I'm going to go with Edward to get the goal for Celtic. I'm going to go with Tav and a brace from Kamar Roof. But anyway, guys, that'll do it for this Massive game. Leave your thoughts down below. Fed will be at the Mora. Until next time, peace.